It's important to treat your customers right. It's important to have great customer relationships, do the things that are going to help them be happy customers, and it's a lot cheaper to create repeat business than always bringing in new business. But one thing I can tell you is the customer is not always right. Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. So this past week, what I've been focused a lot more on are some of the lessons I've learned from running my own businesses. And what I want to talk today is the customer is not always right. There's a lot of business owners and managers that are always saying the customer is right. The customer is always right. Whatever the situation, the customer is right. And there's a lot of customers that have that feeling as well. But what I can tell you from experience is it's more important to support your team. Your team is more important than your customer. Now let me talk about that a little bit, because one of the things, especially over the last 10 years, it has been difficult in a lot of situations to put together strong, dedicated, loyal teams. There's a lot of businesses that'll hire a great employee and then they jump ship for 2 cents an hour, or it's just someone that can't hack the job. Or I've had people come and we're ready to hire them and they say, but I don't have a vehicle to get to work. Is there a way you could get me to work? There's a lot of weird things that have been going on the last 10 years. And when you get great employees, they need your support. They need to know that you have their back. And there are a lot of times that you might side with a customer. They might do something that you've got to have a conversation, and the customer was right in this situation. But it's not an automatic thing. You can't automatically assume that the customer is always right. There's a lot of times that a situation would happen at one of my stores and the customer would say, let me talk to the owner. I want to talk to the owner. And my guys were okay with giving them my phone number. The reason being, they knew I had their back. If my guys at the store had dealt with a situation, I knew that they were looking out for the best of the company, the best they could do for the customer, and everything in between. So if my employees on my team had made a decision, I was going to find out the information. I was going to get to the bottom of it, whatever it was, but they had my support. They knew they could make a decision, and if they had done everything right, I was going to support them 100%, regardless of if it was one of our top clients or someone that was just a one-time customer. I had my team's back. And that's important because you might have a customer that buys a lot from you, and if something goes wrong, maybe you'll damage that relationship. Maybe you'll lose some sales. But do you calculate in the expense of losing a top employee, of trying to find a new employee, of trying to retrain a new employee to get to that level that one was at? I think a lot of people put so much focus and effort on making sure the customer is happy, which is important, obviously. I'm not saying that it's not, but we can't forget how important our team is. So there's a lot of times that we might automatically think customer's right, but think twice about that before you jump to that conclusion, because a lot of the times they're not. You've got to take care of your team, you've got to support your team, and you've got to know the details of the situation to make that decision of who's right and who's wrong. But the power behind your team knowing that in any given situation you'll have their back, even if it's a situation that you've got to override their decision, that they know that'll only happen is if they miss something, if they didn't understand something. That in any given situation, if they do things right, you've got their back. So I just want you to remember that the customer is not always right. There's going to be times that they're wrong. And even this morning I was talking with one of my clients. Customers will lie to you to get their way. She had a customer that had given all these excuses why they needed to be an exception to the rules, why they needed a refund beyond a point where it was very, very well documented that refunds weren't available. And he had very legitimate excuses. But through the passage of time, he exposed himself that he was lying. So even if it sounds great, they're not always right. And you've got to be able to stick with your team. Thanks for being with me. Please share this with someone. If you're listening to this early on Wednesday morning, you've still got time. Please come and join us in the Business Domination Challenge, jeffheggie.com/business domination. If you're listening to this later on, make sure to join our next one. Just go to the same site, jeffheggie.com/business domination. We will help you become the entrepreneur that is going to build a successful business. Thanks for being with me. Have a great day. Og Mandino said that the difference between those who have failed and those who have succeeded lies in the difference of their habits. Good habits are the keys to success. Many of the habits that will bring you success in life are easy to do, but they're also easy not to do. I developed the Mindset Journal so that I could easily implement powerful success habits into my daily routine. The power of the Mindset Journal comes from knowing your top priorities and scheduling them into your day. The power of the reticular activating system and its relationship to your goals, your mindset questions, and your daily accountability. So if you want to implement some quick and effective success habits into your daily routine, go to jeffheggie.com/mindset journal and get yours today. You're an entrepreneur who wants to discover the breakthrough secrets that will produce the results you've been searching for, but you just can't seem to figure out why you keep working harder and harder and you're just not getting those results? I want to tell you about a new challenge that I've created just for you, the Business Domination Challenge. If you want to create the entrepreneurial lifestyle and the business you dream of, then this is exactly what you're looking for. I created the Business Domination Challenge to show you how to grow your business exponentially and to become an optimal performing entrepreneur. What's an optimal performing entrepreneur? It's an entrepreneur who's succeeding in all areas of their life. If I show you how to build a successful business, but your relationships, your health, and everything else is falling apart, that's not a success. It's not about working harder, it's about implementing the correct principles and becoming the person who can do the things that produce the results. Hurry and go to jeffheggie.com/business domination and secure your spot today.